meet sitting nice and tall in the chair, bums all the way back in the chair. You can rest the hands on your thighs or let them go long at your side. And we're just gonna start by arriving here in this moment. You can close the eyes. We're gonna breathe in through the nose and out through pursed lips. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. And as you're sitting here, starting to get a rhythm of your breath, start to notice where your breath is going. So are you breathing into the chest? Are you breathing into the belly? And if you are breathing into the chest, can you maybe bring some awareness to the body, specifically at the belly? Maybe that means taking a hand onto the belly. But can you bring some awareness to inhale and expand the belly on the inhale instead of the chest? I like to imagine I have 2 containers throughout my torso, one large container in the belly and one smaller container in the chest. And when I breathe in, the belly container needs to fill up most of the way first before I can fill the chest container. So let's try a couple of these together. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. In the nose, and out through pursed lips. Good. You can relax the hand. We'll keep the eyes closed here. And we're going to take a moment to do what's called a body scan. So starting at the top of our head, we're going to work our way down the body, checking in, looking for any areas where we might be holding tension, or maybe we're shifting our weight in a certain way that doesn't really allow us to find ease. So moving through the body, checking in with the neck, the shoulders, the arms, chest and back, the belly and the hips, the thighs on the chair, the legs, and the feet on the floor. Good. From here, you can open the eyes if you like. If you're feeling good with the eyes closed, feel free to keep them soft, meaning you're just softening your gaze as you look ahead, but you're not really focusing your eyes on anything. And from there, we're going to shift forwards in the chair so we can go into our cat-cow. So hands come to our thighs. We inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together and press the chest forwards. Exhale, round the spine and drop the chin. And keep going with your breath, allowing your breath to decide which shape you're going to take with the spine. Good, we're going to get one more. Excuse me. Good, and then we're going to meet sitting tall, and we'll come to a seated twist. So we're going to take the left hand outside the right leg, right hand beside the right hip. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist to the right. Squeeze the butt cheeks. This keeps the hips square so that we're rotating in the spine and not with the hips and low back. Good, inhale through center. We'll take it to the other side. Right hand outside left leg, left hand beside the left hip. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist, squeeze the butt cheeks. And then inhale through center. We'll take a lateral stretch now. So we'll take the left hand to the left hip. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, lean to the left. Notice this kind of almost half moon shape I'm making with the hand up overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. We'll take the right hand to the right hip. Inhale, left hand to sky. Exhale, leaning to the right, making that sort of half moon shape. Good, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good, from here, we're gonna shift in the chair over to the right side of the chair. So I'm gonna turn my chair so you guys can see what I'm doing. We're gonna shift and straddle the right side of the chair. We're gonna hold the side of the chair with the left hand, and then we drop that right leg down. Now you can keep this sort of knee and hip in line. That's totally fine if you would like to stay here, but I encourage you, if this feels like an okay position and you're not really getting too much of a stretch, I encourage you to come into a low lunge. So extend this leg straight back, and you'll feel a stretch through the hip here. And then what we're going to do is we're gonna stay here in what would technically be crescent lunge. You can either take hands to chest and press palm into palm, or you can inhale and reach the arms up overhead and gently gaze up. Good, stay here for a couple breaths. And then in just a moment, we'll come into a modified reverse warrior. So for this, we're gonna inhale, reach up. Exhale, the right hand reaches back behind you and grabs the right leg. The left hand reaches towards the sky, and we look back to the right leg. Stay here for a breath. And then inhale, bring the arms back up overhead. And on your next exhale, wherever that is, palms come together, come down to the chest, and then we relax and let that go. And we'll shift on to the other side. So we're now on the left side of the chair. We're gonna hold the side of the chair with the right hand as we drop this leg down. If you feel good here and you wanna deepen this stretch, you're gonna extend that leg straight back behind you into that crescent lunge. From here, inhale, hands come together. You can stay here in prayer, or you can inhale and reach all the way up and gaze up slightly. Good. Good. In just a moment here, we'll come to that reverse warrior. So we inhale, reach up. Exhale, the left hand comes back and down to grab the left thigh. Right hand reaches back, and we look back to the left leg. If you can't look to the left leg, just look to your left. And we'll stay here for a breath. Good, and then inhale, come back through your crescent. And then on your next exhale, wherever it is, hands come together, back down to the chest, and we let go of that leg. Good, from here we're gonna sit at the edge of the chair, and we're gonna come into eagle. So for eagle, the first thing we're gonna do, and the optional part I should say, is we're gonna situate our legs first. So to get the legs for eagle, we're gonna take the right leg and cross it over the left. Now this is your first option, you could just stay here, but option 2 is typically trying to get those right toes to curl around the left leg. All right, now I'm not gonna stay in that position because it's uncomfortable when you're sitting. So if you find that you can't get to that position, don't try to force yourself into it. You can just stay with the crossed leg. And again, that part's optional. If you'd rather just have the feet flat on the floor, that's totally fine too. All right, to get the arms, we're gonna take arms out long in front of us, palms face the sky. We're gonna go right elbow into left elbow pit. Then we're gonna bring palms up towards the face, kind of like I'm about to pat my cheeks. And then I'm gonna take the palms into one another. Now I'll show that one more time. Palms face away from each other. So when we come up, it's like the palms face the face. We turn them away, and then we wrap. Now if you can't wrap, you can just go the back of the hand against the back of the hand. And then we're just gonna hold here, focusing the breath. And if you would like a gentle bit of movement, I'll try to turn so you can see. You can inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, bring them down. If that's too much for you, you just stay here and enjoy that stretch. Get another breath cycle. Good, big breath in. Exhale, unravel the arms and unravel the legs. Good. Before we go on to the other side, we're gonna come into what is called cactus arms. So we're gonna inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, drop the elbows in line with the shoulders. From here, the goal is to pull those elbows back behind us and then bring them back through. So I'll show that from the side. We're in line with the shoulder. We inhale, pull back. Exhale, come forwards. Perfect. And you can see it's super easy to drop the elbows a little bit as the shoulders get a little sore. And if that movement doesn't work for you, you can just hang out here. We're breathing. If you would like, we'll all find a moment of stillness. Keep those arms in that football position, whatever motivates you to stay here, cactus arms. And we're gonna close the eyes for just a moment. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through pursed lips. One more. And let it go. Give the shoulders a little roll. They're probably feeling pretty warm. Good, other direction. Good. We're gonna take the left leg now and cross it over the right. Then arms go out long, palms face the sky. Left elbow goes into right elbow crease. Hands come up, palms turn away from each other. We can go back of palm against back of palm, or we can wrap the hands. And we're gonna hang out here, just like we did before, for a couple of breaths. If you would like to move the arms a little bit, you're more than welcome to do so. And we'll just breathe. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. And let that go. Good, you can unravel the leg. We're gonna take the legs wide. This is what would be considered our goddess pose. So goddess pose incorporates those cactus arms. We typically go from goddess to star. Now I'll give that variation today, but if it's not working for you, you can just hang out in goddess. So goddess is going to be a position with the toes slightly turned out. So you don't want to have them facing forward or facing directly to the side. 45 degrees out to the sides. And then we're going to take the arms up into those cactus arms. Now if you wanted to find a flow, I don't know if flow is the right word because it's just two moves, but if you wanted to find a movement between the two, You would inhale and go to star, which would require you to press through the legs and stand and then reach up. Inhale. Exhale, you sink down into the goddess pose, which would be just sitting in the chair. So not something you have to do today, and I'm sure I can make another video with a flow like that. But it is something that's optional, and if you would like to practice it, it's kind of like a more difficult sit to stand. So you would inhale, exhale down. Inhale, reach, exhale down. All right, now again, not something you have to do. It can be quite challenging. Just something I thought I would throw in there in case anybody would like to try that in the future. Good, big breath in. Exhale, let go of the arms. We're gonna take them, hands I should say, on the insides of the knee. Then from there, we're gonna inhale, sit up tall, lead with the chest. And then exhale, drop down slightly. We're gonna reach the hands down to grab the shins, and then we're gonna push into the knees with the elbows to stretch that inner thigh. Good, inhale, come up tall. We'll bring the legs back together, sit back in the chair. We're gonna just lengthen the right leg and roll through the ankle. Good, other direction. Switch sides. Other direction. And relax there. Arms go long, we're gonna roll the wrists out here. Other direction. And we'll work through the neck together. So give the shoulders one roll or a couple, whatever's feeling good. We're gonna inhale, chin to sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, chin to sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Come through center. We're gonna look over to the left. And then inhale through center and look to the right. Keep going, following the breath one more time on each side. Once you've done those two, we're going to drop left ear towards left shoulder. And if you want to deepen this, the right hand bends to bring the hand to the low back. And then you can release the right arm and bring the head back up. We'll drop right ear towards right shoulder, left hand comes behind the low back. Relax the arm and inhale through center. Good. All right, we'll sit back in our chair. We'll go one hand to the chest and one to the belly. You can close the eyes and start to find that breath again. In through the nose and out through pursed lips. In the nose, out through pursed lips. Remember those containers, breathing into the belly first and then the chest. And as we start to come back to our center, we're going to do another body scan. And this time we'll start from the toes and work our way up to the head. Same thing you did last time. You're just bringing attention to your feet, how it feels on the floor. If you can relax your toes a little bit. Bring your attention to the lower legs. If you're clenching anywhere or contracting the calves. And then work your way up to the thighs, resting on the chair. Can you find a way to soften them further and relax deeper into the chair? And then you check in with your hips. Are you sitting up tall? Are you engaging slightly with the hips and the core to stay tall, or is your low back starting to fall? And then we work up through the back, the belly, the chest, the arms. You can check in with the neck and the head. Good. We can take one final breath together to close here. Big breath in the nose. Slow, controlled exhale through pursed lips. Thank you so much, everybody, for practicing with me today. Please take some time to celebrate your successes so far, the things that have been going well for you in classes, and maybe even the things you've been doing well outside of classes. And maybe next time you throw on a video, you invite a friend or family member to join you. Increase the challenge.